Here's one Adenium Obesum plant which is actually flowering. 3 pinky red flowers. Got about 8 Adenium Obesum plants and a pachypodium. Often we have lots of flowers here on all the plants, white, pink and red. Beautiful. This is one of Mari's Adenium Obesum plants, with other plants in a big pot. It's been here for about 3 years, and there she's put the onion bag. There's 2 lots of pairs of pods there, and it's been like that for about 3 months. Saturday the 13th of March 2010, and Mari is going to show how to get the seeds out of the Adenium Obesum pods.
Right, well I've picked, which of course was 2 joined together. I put them into bags so that they wouldn't open and blow away. Now it's just a matter of removing them from the bag, one at a time. Pull it completely open. As you can see, it's full of seeds.
They're all well and truly dry, I gather. Feel
Yes,
dry,
it's dry.
and not wet or anything.
Considering it had been raining, yes, it's dry. Right. There's even one left in there.
Yeah.
That may, no, it's the end, so it won't do it. Okay, so it's rubbish. So each one has got a piece of fluff, top and bottom, which you remove. You're left with the seed in the centre. Put it in a paper packet which you've already got your name on and the colour, so you know what colour it is. Top and bottom. Seed in the packet. When you get really good, you can just do a couple at a time.
Right, one again.
Pulling the fluff off. Seed in the packet. Fluff off. That one you can see is all that. It's got nothing in it. It's not a viable seed.
Just a thin piece.
Yes, very thin. There's no fat. I'm doing 2 at a time here. Not every seed will germinate, but the majority of them will.
So how many seeds would be in this pod? 100 or?
Oh no, probably about 30. I've never really counted. Never really counted. I could count them after I've done this. So you can see the seeds in amongst all that. Literally, they've got wing on each end so that they float in the breeze and travel to germinate.
Thank you, Murray, for that demonstration.
All of the long pods. Not everyone will be viable, but you can just throw them all over if you want to be slapdash about it all.
What about the soil? What sort of soil have you got?
What you need to do is seed raising mix, have it nice and moist. So otherwise when you try and wet it from the bottom, the seeds will float out again. So you have it moist, as you can see it's nice and moist. And then it's just a matter of placing the seeds however you like on the top of the thing. It's just as easy to scatter them, and then, in my opinion, because then you can prick them out as they get bigger. If you want to be real fancy and put them individually, takes a lot longer.
You can say there, that'll be about 100 things. That's about
Well,
half an hour to do that if you're doing them singly.
Yeah, I have done it singly just to be, but I really don't think it makes any difference whatsoever. So it's just as easy to do that. They find their own way down. Just press them a little bit.
No need to cover them with any
Yes,
soil?
I'll actually get a little bit of coarse river sand now and sprinkle them on the top, and then mist them with a bit of water, and then put them in a container.
Now there's a close-up of the seeds before Murray puts the sand on, and that's a biro pen there, so you can see how a bit of an idea of the size of the long little seeds.
This is just very river sand, just enough to give them a little cover over the top, just to anchor them down a fraction when they first put their roots up. As you can see, they can still sort of see them through the sand. It doesn't really matter. Once they put their little roots out through the ends, they soon anchor themselves down. Now I'll just get a mister and just mist that. Then I'll put it in a container that's going to keep it so that it keeps the moisture in it.
Okay, there's the container. She's just putting the seed box in it, and a little bit of a misty...
Just enough to wet the sand.
Straight from the hose, as long as you're careful not to be too heavy. You must have a little bit of misty. There we are now. A lot of them are certainly at the top. And I gather that's all right. A little bit more sand.
Just a fraction. Right.
So the next time we do the next piece will be what? In a
when it's
week
germinated,
or a month?
It could be about 10 days before they germinate.
As quick as that.
That's yes. So that's just, and you keep it in a not sunny place, but light, good light.
And that's a similar sort of thing as putting a plastic bag around
Exactly
the pot.
the same as if you... Right, this is now 2 weeks later from when we did the last film, and that I put the seeds down. They are germinated. You see some of them have still got little bits of seeds sticking on the top of the leaf, which naturally will fall off. There's still more to germinate if they're going to, but I don't think some of them. So yeah, there's another one still coming up. There's still the odd one.
So they're about 3 centimetres
Visible.
tall.
Yeah.
Okay, put the lid back on and they'll go back in their posse just over there where they get plenty of light, not all sun all day.
Right, that's it.
Now to just show you where the tray and the seeds are to germinate. They're underneath our rear deck, we call the panorama room, and that's looking east, which doesn't get much sun there, a little bit on at the moment.
It's a bit of morning sun.
A little bit of morning sun.